Well, hey folks, this video has been a little bit long in the tooth for me to be able to bring to you, but I finally got my new rooftop tent installed on the ladder rack, so we are ready to go finally. So I'm gonna take you for a walkthrough of this new tent. This was actually the tent that I tried to get in the first place, but they were sold out, so I went with another brand. But after I sold that trailer that didn't work out, this was back available, and I snagged it. And you can probably tell why, because it's a little bit different. It's not the straight up clamshell style tent. It's got this little extra bonus jut out that gives so much more room inside than having the original tent that I used to have. You'll be amazed how much more room it feels like you have when you get in there with that extra little angle right here. But anyway, guys, this is from Topoak, and it's just a basic rooftop tent. It's not your really high-end, super expensive tent. And it's not your base model. It's just kind of right in the middle. But so far, everything about this tent has been better than my original tent. And, you know, even going from the little brackets that hold it to the ladder racks, I'll show that to you. You got quick knobs. Everything just seems better about this tent. But let me take you for a walkthrough. So it is way up there. At least it feels like it is to me. But I will have to move these ladder mounts because my roof rack is kind of in the way of this one. But these are easily adjustable, so I'm just gonna have to move those over. But it's got this ripstop material, and this is gray. My other tent was black, and I actually kind of like the looks of this one a little bit more. It just gives it a little bit more color pop. But the ladder even seems a little bit better. I like the way that it hooks on to the components a little bit. It's a little bit sturdier. My other one just kind of had a little hook. This actually has a little bit more secure connection up there. I got locks on my latch if I do want to lock it. And I probably could scoot this up a little bit more to the back of my truck window, but I don't think I see a need to do that just yet. But this thing is as sturdy as a rock. You know, like I said, the only thing that moves when I do this is my truck. So this is on there very, very well. And the brackets that hold this thing down, like I was saying, are so much better. So I've got quick knobs, and the actual bracket that came with was already curved, which makes it a little bit easier. And it came with this rubber kind of sticky gasket type material that helps just the tent stay on the roof rack. So overall, it was a lot easier to install on these ladder racks than my other tent. And of course, same for the front. And then I got my shoe bag here. It's kind of just flapping in the wind. It's really windy right now, but this just slides in a little channel up underneath here. But that's what that is there for. So when you get in the tent, you can open up this little flap, stick your shoes in there or whatever, so you don't have to bring in mud into the tent. But you guys don't really care about all the outside. Let me take you inside and show you how much room you have and kind of what comes with this tent. Let's see. All right, so stepping in. I got to get some lights cut on. There we go. That helps a little bit. So it's kind of similar to my other tent, guys. You've got the kind of the quilted fabric up here. It's not really insulation. It's just going to help with condensation and keep it from dripping all the way down. And the other difference is my other tent had kind of like a built-in storage mesh pocket. This is removable. So it's held on by these little hooks, but it does have little pockets up there. And then down here in the corner, you got your pockets on both sides, storage pockets, and you got your light. So let me show you how this light works. I just have it plugged into a tiny little power bank right now. So plenty bright, and this actually has like different color temperature settings, so you can of course dim it and brighten it. And you can change the color temperature. Kind of like a cool blue, very warm, and right in the middle. So that's, you know, it's enough light for me. I don't know if it's going to be enough for actually like filming when I'm in here, but it's more than adequate for normal people using a tent. Now, you can see how big these windows are. Hopefully, they are just massive windows. So, of course, they're on both sides, and they've got bug netting. So you can open these things up and just have an absolute insane amount of breeze coming through. And kind of give you a little bit more natural light. And it feels so weird being up this high. I love it. It's a very different feeling. I'm very excited to camp in this thing just because it's, you know, it's new and it just feels kind of cool and unique. But overall, guys, I'm really, really happy with this tent. Now, let me show you how this kind of jut out thing works. So you open up the tent, standard, normal, but then it's got this bar right here that you push forward and it holds this thing out. And then you've got this bar right here that just clamps on. And when you're ready to pack up, and I'll show it to you this week, but you just pull this out, pull this lever, and it comes out. I'm gonna tighten it back up now. And then this just folds down and it latches right here in this holder. And then you just fold the tent all the way down like normal. But that's what kind of holds this tent out. Very, very sturdy. Now, kind of what I think is the main selling point of this tent, of course, is this extra room right here. But I now have a skylight. Look at that. Is that not sweet? And of course, I got the bug net zipped up there right now. You can take the bug net off and you've got just your plastic little cover, but you can lay in bed and literally, I know this sounds corny, but look at the stars with that skylight. Absolutely just super cool. Super cool, guys. And then the mattress, you know, the mattress is, I'm gonna give it a meh. It's enough. I'll be able to sleep. I might add a little topper to it, but you get the actual mattress and then you get this little condensation mat, and then you got the bottom of the tent. So I probably will end up putting some type of, like, just another, maybe an inch and a half thick foam topper, because I think I'll still be able to close this clamshell down. But overall, tent's just really cool. And then of course you have the side pockets over here for storage, just like so. But I'm pretty pumped about this. The only thing that I wish they would have done is give me a little bit better wire routing for this light, because I got the wire just kind of tied around here and then kind of jerry-rigged over this little hook and into that corner. I wish there was some type of wire clips that they installed going down this to hold this wire in, but I mean, that's kind of being a little nitpicky, I think. I don't know. That's the only thing I can see. And this whole thing is removable too. So if you do rip this fabric, you can take this entire fabric off and I guess get a new replacement, so you don't have to buy a brand new tent. And I will say, before I picked this up, I talked to his name was Lee from Topoak, and he was extremely responsive. We emailed each other back and forth numerous times, and they're in California. They guarantee, you know, if you order this tent, I think you get it within 7 days. So it's, you know, it's in the States. I'm sure it's made in China, but at least their warehouse is here. And the customer service that I got so far was pretty good. I emailed him a couple questions. He got right back to me with some answers, and this thing showed up on a less than load truck. And of course, unboxing it was an absolute nightmare, but it came boxed literally in a wooden coffin. So it shipped very, very, very well. But I'm gonna get these windows pulled up. Whoops. Well, I guess first, let me lay down and kind of show you how much room I have. So, there you go. My head's in the basically the top of the tent, and so I've got another good probably 6 inches, and I'm 6'1", so this tent is plenty big enough for us folks that are a little bit taller than, I don't know, average. I don't even know what average height is, but I always seems to run into issues finding things that fit. So yeah, more than enough room in here for me to be comfortable. Can you fit 2 adults in here? You probably could. I don't know. I mean, and you got to like the person that you're sleeping with. It sounds so bad. You got to like the person that you're camping with, I guess, because you are going to be close. But I think there is enough. I do think there's enough room in here for 2 adults to at least, you know, get a good night's sleep. So yeah, just looking forward to this week. So I did schedule a trip for this Thursday, guys, that I will be taking this thing out. And I picked up a couple of I got a new diesel heater. I'm on my 3rd iteration of my diesel heater. I'm going to show that to you when I get to camp. And I ordered something on Etsy that is going to hold my hose, kind of close up some of the air gaps for my hot air inlet coming into the tent. I hope it's going to work. It's just a 3D printed little gadget, but I got a new diesel heater. I think it's going to work better. I got that little gadget that's going to hold the hose into on the side of the tent when I zip it up. I'll show that to you folks when I get to camp. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Let me get this thing zipped up. It does feel a little weird walking downstairs to get out of my tent. But that's the fun thing about it, I think. Being up that high just feels really cool. Especially if it's not super cold or super hot, you can sleep with those windows open. And you got a really good vantage point of all around you with those windows being as huge as they are. It's hard to describe, but it just feels cool when you're up in there. So anyway, guys, this is gonna be my setup. Now, again, it's not permanent. I will be affixing some type of hoist system in my garage because the tent weighs about 175 pounds. The ladder racks weigh around 65-ish pounds. So that's still quite a bit of weight on the back of my truck, which is, again, why I removed my camper shell, was to kind of eliminate or reduce some of my weight for when I tow my RV. So I will be coming up with a way to lift this up, drive my truck out, lift it down, and store it in my garage. But that's a whole nother video. I just needed to get this tent installed so I can get out camping again, because guys, I do miss it. I am looking forward to this week's episodes. So folks, stay tuned. This Friday I will be posting the video of my first outing in this rooftop tent. And thanks for tagging along, gang. I really do appreciate it, and we will see you soon. If you have any comments or questions about this particular tent, leave a comment. And I will leave a link for this specific tent down below if you want to check it out. They are back in stock now. So that's it, folks. We will see you on Friday. Take care.